Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the new DJI OM 5. This is the newest version of the gimbal that they make for smartphones. And to be real, when I woke up this morning, all the rumors had been saying that this was going to be the new DJI Mavic Pro 3. So I was expecting to see that. So I was a little disappointed when I found out that it was going to be the OM 5, but I will say that after I watched this event and then some of the reviews that followed, I found myself liking this product a lot more than I thought I would, or at least being more interested in this product than I thought I would. Now, will I actually go out and buy this product? I'm not sure yet, but my wife is going to be getting the new iPhone, and when she does, I'll be interested to see, maybe I will go ahead and buy this product and use that camera a little bit more, just depending on what the features of that iPhone camera will be. Now let me go through some of the features of this gimbal and what interests me the most, and maybe will interest you as well. The biggest difference that they're marketing with this gimbal is really two things. The first thing is it comes with a selfie stick built right into the gimbal, and I do think this will be a useful feature, especially for anyone who likes to vlog with their phone, or maybe is just going to be taking a selfie in general. I think it is a very cool feature just to have it right into the gimbal and not something you have to carry around additionally. Now, going along with that, the other big draw is just the size of this thing. I think they said it's 1/3 smaller than the previous model, and the weight of it is actually less than a pound. Having it light and small and being able to fit in your pocket makes me feel like you actually may use this gimbal. I found for myself, having a gimbal for my camera, like not my cell phone camera, but my actual camera, a lot of the times I don't use it. It's just too big and bulky. It fits in a big case. I don't want to put it all together, and when I do, it just feels like it's very particular shots that I need it for, and I've used it on client work. But overall, I don't feel like getting it out and carrying it around with me all day to be able to use it for just very particular shots. Now with this actual product, it'll be something that I want to use more often. The next features that stuck out to me are the Active Track 4.0 and the new app that goes along with this gimbal. I like the idea of being able to have more control over your smartphone camera, and I do like the idea of being able to control my shutter speed on my smartphone, because I think one of the biggest downsides of video on your smartphone is that automatic shutter speed. When you have that going on, a lot of times you get some weird motion blur, or I guess lack of motion blur. It gives you a very stuttering effect, and that is probably the fastest way for me to say, oh, that was filmed on a smartphone versus a regular camera, because overall smartphone cameras are getting very good, or at least passable in most scenarios, but that one thing automatically takes me out of the experience and lets me know there's like a cheap vibe to it. So 4-month-old. 5. Oh my gosh, time passes so fast. The other cool feature that's built right into that app is the Active Track. And that is a feature that from all the videos that I've watched, everybody has praised it. It looks super cool to be able to literally be able to track your face and communicate with your phone, to be able to say, okay, let's track your subject, whoever is in the frame, let's track it with the gimbal movement. And anytime you can reduce the difficulty of use and get somebody thinking more creatively about their shot and their composition, rather than having to be thinking about the equipment they're using, I think is a big plus, and that does excite me about the Active Track. Now, a couple of things that I'm skeptical and a little bit worried about is how will this new gimbal work with the new generation of iPhones that are coming out. Now, I think that they smartly marketed this back to back because the iPhones are coming out right away, but a lot of times they have new features that come out on the iPhone that it may take a while for them to translate over to that gimbal app. So if they have, like what is reported, the new video feature that's gonna blur out your background, like, cross our fingers, hope that it actually works. Will that feature be added pretty fast to the new DJI gimbal, or will that be something that we had to wait a long time for? The other thing is, how will this axis stabilization work with the new iPhone stabilization? The iPhone stabilization in the iPhone 12 was very good. So if they get even better with the new iPhone 13, will the stabilization be kind of fighting against each other? Usually when you use a gimbal on a regular camera, you want to turn off the IBIS if possible, because they kind of start to give a wobbling effect. So I just wonder how it's going to work. That's a very minor concern, but it is a concern nonetheless. And I guess my final concern would be is if you would actually even use this gimbal, or would it become something that you don't feel like carrying around with you? I know I said earlier that it is smaller and it's lighter, but it is going to be something additionally you have to carry with you, and an additional thing you have to put on to your camera phone. Now, maybe that isn't a big deal for you. Maybe if this is your main camera that you're going out vlogging with, or whatever you do with your actual video camera on your smartphone, this makes sense for you. But for me, I feel like there's a possibility that I would get this thing and I would use it for like a week, and then I would never use it again. And maybe that's something you should think about for yourself if you plan on getting this. Now, I will have this link below for your convenience. It's not an affiliate marketing. It's not any kind of affiliate link. And it's $159. I think it is priced about right for what you're getting here. I will also link Matty Hapoya's video, and I think Jevin Dobry, I can't think of his last name, but I really enjoy his stuff. They both did reviews on this gimbal that I took some reference from, and I think they did a really good job that you can actually see it in somebody's hand. I don't want to give too much pros and cons of this because I've never used it, but these are my initial thoughts, and I hope you've gotten some value out of this. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, peace.